to stop, but one thing I learned a long time ago, never ask them to stop cheering, because they might. Now, Floyd, we all saw the speech. I mean, for heaven's sakes, it was written about nationally. We all saw the speech. I don't know how you can top the speech, but if you'd come up here for some questions and answers, and whatever other comments you would like to add, the microphone is yours.
Thank you so much. I know you are all here to see John Elway. I appreciate you being here this evening. This is, Jim, it's hard to top that. I am just so thrilled to be here and to have this opportunity to stand before a lot of Bronco fans and two of the greatest Broncos in its history, and that's Gary Zimmerman and John Elway. Last night, John had a toast for me and says he's here with 3 Hall of Famers, or 2 Hall of Famers. That other Hall of Famer should have been Billy Thompson. Billy, I would just wait for the opportunity for you to join me. I also want to say thank you to my Hall of Fame wife, Floyd Little, who's here. That's my friend, my partner. London is a great place for us to start our journey back on the winning track. You could convert Dan Rooney as a Bronco fan. But to see so many people I know and so many fans that have been Denver fans, I truly believe this, and I truly mean this. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but there's no fan like a Bronco fan. God said it best. We played our entire career for you. We were loyal, like you don't find today. We were Bronco fans through and through, and we were players that enjoyed playing for you. That's why you're here. I'm thrilled to be honored by Broncos and Bronco fans. The Bronco organization is the greatest organization in the world. John mentioned that. John said that. Playing for Pat Bowlen and playing for the Broncos has been a thrill. It's been a thrill for me as well. I've had opportunities to go other places while I played, but I refused because Denver, I thought, needed me worse than any other team. So I'm glad to say that I played my time. And we had a nice dinner last night with John and Paige and his wife and Gary. And we just had a great time in London. And I'm just thrilled. This is my 4th or 5th time here, but have to be honored like this. I saw Roger Goodell down in New Orleans, where we together went down to the 9th Ward. And with my wife, we painted and hung sheetrock, and to see Roger Goodell doing that, giving back like that. It wasn't a photo op, it was actually, so I made sure that he was known to be a painter, so I took my paint roller and rolled his pant leg. So he could say that he was here. But it's been the ride after the Hall of Fame. My life has changed, as it has for John and Mr. Gary. It's changed. And for me, I was in the White House with the Vice President 2 weeks ago, and I went to Syracuse with Joe Biden. And I said, Joe, you're here because you cheated off my paper. And as we walked through the corridors of the White House, he had me by the neck and had my wife by the hand. And he was telling everybody in the White House, I told you I knew Floyd Little. I told you. You didn't believe me. Hillary, come here, man. I want to meet Floyd. And we had the greatest time at the White House with Joe Biden, with a personal tour by the Vice President. How great is that? Right after that, a Floyd Little weekend in Denver. John Elway didn't have a Floyd Little weekend. John Elway had a Elway day. I was there. But he didn't have a weekend. And Floyd said he didn't have anything. But John had a day, I had a weekend. Now I get a special day in London. This is my day. The Broncos have been very, very good to me. the organization, Pat Bowman. Of course, I talked to Billy Thompson, been my best friend for 42 years. Talked to him on a regular. So good to see him, always good to see him. And as a Hall of Famer now, and there are only 260 of us, as you probably heard from John. I'm 257. John Rand was 258. Jerry Rice is 259. And Emmett Smith is 260. I don't know if you know your numbers, but mine is 257. I'm never going to because there was only 160 of us still standing. We lost George Bland a 3 weeks ago, which puts us at 159. So, as I said in the film, we're an exclusive group. That now we can't get fired, we can't get traded, and they can't cut us anymore. Exclusive group. But I'm so glad that you're here to be a part of this weekend. It's going to be a great week. The Broncos are going to beat the 49ers. Y'all said you wish you could still play. I do too, Jeff. I still dream of still playing. When Jim Sacramento made a comment, and I want to comment on it. He said someone said I wasn't fast. I have never been caught. How fast do you have to be? If you stay in front of the person that's pursuing and they don't catch you. What you don't know, Jim, is I held a world record in the 160 indoors track. Broke Frank Budd's record, who set the 100-yard dash record in the pin relay. I was in the second heat. I didn't beat that record. I broke his indoor record. 160-yard dash I held for 2 seasons. How fast do you have to be? If you never got caught. So you tell those naysayers that you don't think I can still pick them up and lay them down? I ran a 4.40. That's when nobody was chasing me. When the police were chasing me, I ran a 4.2. How's that? Thank you guys for being here. Jim, come on.
Thank you, Floyd, John, and Jerry. I would have to say this is an amazing group. If you gentlemen could stay there for a second, when you're seated, we're going to do 4 raffle items, and 2 of them are going to require a couple of signatures.